Okay, so. Are you back, Jeff?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. So do you want to do more scanning or you want to do mining?
Is there anything we need to mine? I guess you said no, there wasn't.
Let's see how much. I didn't forget to look see how much sathium we actually have.
Or do you think we need more? Or I guess we need more sathium.
You could always use more sathium, that's for sure.
Okay, well, there's a large deposit. Well, a bunch of deposits right next to us here.
Sathium. That's a cozy. Sathium. We have 6,000. I'm not sure how much we actually need, though. More.
Maybe do the large deposit and then call it a day.
Okay. Large deposit is over there.
Yeah, with the titanium and scanning, we should be able to upgrade the rest of the blocks on the ship.
Yep.
And then...
Oh, this is silicon. What the hell am I doing? This is sathium. I went the wrong way.
Oh, the sathium is to the west.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
East.
I don't know how that happened.
Well, east and west. I get those mixed up too.
No, I saw S and I saw what I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
But yeah, all the pentaxide and the Promethean deposits are all small.
Yeah. There's drones out here. Good shot. Turrets.
Yeah, a lot of drones are.
Dramatic combat music. Indestructible rocks. Turn. I've seen these guys in a little while. Kind of hoping the railgun will take it out, but it didn't. Have you found a good way of getting rid of the indestructible stuff, other than jumping out and getting it with the regular drill?
I have not.
Sure, let's be safe.
What are you trying to do?
I was just getting rid of the hard piece that I couldn't get through, and there's Sathium right underneath it, of course. I think it is. Maybe.
Mask disengaged.
Nope, there's no mask engaged.
What do you need a mask for?
I don't know. Sometimes it helps. Okay, all set. Get in the chair and... You moving?
Get back in the truck.
No, not yet. For some reason I can't. Feels like the ship's moving.
It's possible. Once I think I stopped.
Okay, much better. Okay, in a chair. Okay, so how much did we end up with here? With almost 3 grand of Sathium out of that large spot.
Should be enough for a while.
I would think so. Look at the cargo boxes, but that's okay. I think it's because we're moving. It's not a big deal. There's the neodymium too, isn't there?
Yeah, quite a bit of it.
20 patches. Yep, that'll do it.
But we don't need any of that, I guess.
I think we're good for now. Again, it's not important to us now. It was earlier in the game, but we're past it for the most part. So I was looking at the map and it's like, why is there red dots around the deposit? And then I go to the third-person view and ship is shooting drones. Those are the red dots. Yeah, crash capital vessel.
Large double minigun.
Oh, you don't like that crashed. I don't like those capital vessels, the ones that are stuck in the ground like that. What's that one? Looks like another crash vessel.
Oh, it looks a bit different.
The crash ship. Yeah, it looks like the what's the name? We saw it, the Sunseeker. I think that's the Sunseeker. Which being cargo ship, so there might be a lot of junk on it.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Just don't get too far. Get as close as possible. He'll land on top of it. That way we'll be not so far away from stuff. Because this is not a nice planet. Yeah, this is Sunseeker, I think. Okay, should be fine. Before I forget. That stuff already. Yeah, Saturn, we have over 9,000. Oh, this thing is buried in the ground.
Yeah. Oops. Part of the ship blew up. Yeah, the wreck.
Oh, man. I can put a core on it if you want.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
Be funny if we actually find some crew trapped down here in the dirt. Get some oxygen out of the deal at least.
That's always useful.
We always use more oxygen. I'm sorry, we haven't seen any ice asteroids.
We have not. Solar double mini drone. He's not coming any closer. He's about 500 meters away.
I'm not worried.
Moving away.
Yeah, I'm safe underground, so I'm not too worried about him. Plus, the turrets and stuff, the regular ballistic turrets should destroy pretty quick, I would think. It's a window. Kind of hoping there's going to be more cargo on this thing. There is. Because I thought this was an actual cargo ship.
Well, maybe somebody else picked them clean already.
It's buried in the dirt.
We don't know how long that ship has been sitting there.
Well, it's a more modern design because we haven't seen a whole lot of them, so... Unless it's really, really old, but it doesn't look like an old design. It's very disappointing. freighter ever.
Even worse than the first one I spawned in with all the spiders that kept killing me over and over and over again.
Yeah, but at least it had something in it. This one doesn't have anything in it other than dirt. Now this thing wasn't upside down, this is right side up. I'm saying that because there's lights on the floor here, which is not terribly unusual, but not common. Ship is this.
Dark field strength, very low. Okay. I'm just looking at the planet information. Mode PvE, dark field strength, very low. Gravity 0.75. And difficulty easy.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's because the drones aren't much of a problem, and the outposts that are here aren't the strongest, it looks like. Radiation burn. Shit.
I'll just rub some dirt in it.
Mine too. Can I reemerge? I don't know if there's anything on that ship at all. I mean, I haven't found. I think I found one cargo bay, maybe, or cargo container. I'll try stop a burn I have to deal with. There we go. Okay. You find anything fun to do?
Nope.
Okay, yeah. That freighter
Created
is...
some blocks.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, the freighter is very disappointing.
Oh.
I mean, there's nothing on it really.
Okay.
At least that I
wanna do the
found.
bridge?
Whatever. Going through the farm, make sure everything's taken care of. Hey, Meerkat, welcome back. Is this best time to best Tim Russ impression? We ain't found Yes.
Impression of who?
Tim Russ. I'm guessing that's the guy who says
The
we ain't
Core
found
Online
shit.
thing?
No, it's Spaceballs reference, Jeff. We ain't found
Tim
shit.
Russ is from Spaceballs?
I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know.
I thought Tim Russ, isn't he the owner of PGI?
No, that's
Or am I
Russ.
thinking-
That's Russ Bullock.
That was close. Hasn't even the word Russ in it.
It's close.
So what's the quote? Comb the desert?
Yeah, they're combing the desert for parts and stuff, and
Don't you think we're taking this too literally? No.
They-
Comb the desert. Found anything yet?
Tuvok from
No,
Voyager
sir.
and the Trooper from Spaceballs. Is it the same guy? Is the guy who
What?
says we ain't found shit is Tuvok from Voyager?
It is not. That can't be right. He's making that up.
I think he might be, but that can't be right.
He must be making that up.
Bata says yes.
Well, when did you ever trust anything that came out of Bata's mouth?
Bata usually isn't wrong with this fact checking. And Endo says yes as well.
I don't believe any of them. That can't be true.
Yeah, that's three people saying it's Tim Russ, and I'm picturing the scene in my head, and when he says, "Oh yeah, we found shit," maybe it's because it's the helmet that's throwing me off. Because it doesn't sound when I think of that guy, the guy Tuvok is not the one I'm thinking is. I don't see him doing that.
Yeah, it's not too long. It's not the same actor. It can't be.
Wiki has him as desert guys who don't know shit. No, it's not. They don't know shit. They haven't found shit. Tim Russ, born 1956, Spaceballs 1987. He was 21.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's about 10 years before Voyager, right? So he went in
Yeah,
his 30s?
something like
Yeah,
that.
maybe it is. Huh. Hey, Hurricane, welcome back. It's one of the great discussions we have on the stream from time to time. And Bata pulls up the video for it.
Yeah, that's like I know. I'm picturing it in my head, and I know it quite well. I'm picturing Dark Helmet with his big megaphone. And his desert.
That's a
camo.
good YouTube video. To save you trouble. Well, actually, it's not that long of a video. But it's just Tim Russ just contemplating his career. And it said the only thing he's known for is that line from Spaceballs. Despite the fact that he was on Voyager for how many ever seasons it was.
I know Voyager went at least 4 or 5 seasons, isn't it?
It's got to be at least longer. I don't know. 7 seasons.
Well, there you go.
7 seasons. Anyway, we're
I'm
done.
on the couch.
You're on the couch, okay. So we're done on this planet.
Resource-wise, yes. If you want to look around, I guess. Like at this point, what else is there to do?
It's a large planet. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, so at this point, I guess we're just looking for novelties, I guess. KOIs and
On the,
ships to beat up.
yeah.
Unless there's anything else we gotta be doing.
We're not doing the story stuff, so we can do whatever we want.
The ship upgraded at least to titanium for most of it now, and there's quite a bit that still needs some Sathian upgrades, but it's mostly internal, so that's not really that important.
Well, it kind of is actually, because when the outer stuff gets blown off, there's nothing protecting the inside anymore. So actually, the more protection you have in the inside, the less squishy the ship becomes.
So I'm making more Sathian plates to do those upgrades in, so that's being done right now.
Okay. The actor has been in the most Star Trek episodes of Michael Dorn. I am shocked by that statement. No, I'm not.
What's the statement?
Michael Dorn is the actor who's been in the most Star Trek episodes, because he was basically in every New Generation episode, and he's at least in half of the Deep Space Nine episodes, and Deep Space Nine ran for 7-8 seasons too. So he's got a little bit of time with the series, the series stuff. That's if you don't count the infamous captain known as Captain Snog, because a different character. Yeah.
So what character was he?
Michael Dorn?
Oh, the Worf dude?
Yeah, it's Worf, yeah.
I sort of assumed it would be O'Brien, since he was...
O'Brien wasn't always
he was in Enterprise, or Star Trek Next Generation, and Deep Space Nine.
Right. But I think... Doesn't he disappear in the original series, or in the Next Generation for a couple of seasons?
Yeah, he did at some point.
Majel Barrett. She's different, though.
Who?
The Majel Barrett is Gene Roddenberry's wife. She was the voice of the computer in original series, Next Generation. Usually anytime they're doing the computer voice, she's the voice. Yeah, I don't think that counts either. They're working on another series. Of course they are. It's not occasionally, usually transporter room than a regular. Right. Yeah, he wasn't in every episode, basically.
I don't think there's any Star Trek stuff being made anymore at this point. Series-wise. Pretty much everything has ended.
He was the voice in the original series pilot, then Deep Space Nine. But wasn't... Oh, that's right. The voices for the computer in the original series wasn't always Majel Barrett. Majel Barrett, however you pronounce it. Computer voice for all but 2 of the series. Yeah, but that's not real. That's not technically an acting role, is it? I don't know how they get paid for that. I think in order to get credit for that kind of stuff, they actually have to appear on camera. I think that's a Screen Actors Guild thingy. Disney's trying to buy the Star Trek IP. That would be funny. We can have a Star Trek means Star Wars series. That would not destroy people's lives at all.
Well, Disney was an evil company. That would be the most evil thing they can do. So it's...
Disney's
funny.
not evil.
I said if.
Oh, if. The Star Trek Wars, or the Star Wars Trek. Or just the stars. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far in the future. Trek Wars? Nah, I don't think Trek Wars works because that's giving too much power to Star Trek, I think.
They're going to do anything. They can maybe buy out the Doctor Who series and integrate it with that, maybe.
Oh, and don't forget
Star Trek with Doctor Who.
Yeah. And we have Doctor Strange make a guest appearance.
Oh, Marvel? No, you can't. No, you can't. No.
No? Oh, come
I
on.
can't do that. No,
Why?
No.
Of course you
That'd be
can.
wrong.
Of course you can.
Integrating Marvel into Star Trek? No.
No, you said Doctor Who. I said put
I said Doctor Who. You said Doctor Strange.
I know Doctor Strange makes a guest appearance in Doctor Who.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that's actually a possibility because, you know, Doctor Strange can travel through time and space. So he can be anywhere he wants. There was a Star Trek Doctor Who crossover in IDW. The Borg joined forces with the Cybermen. Oh, Meerkat. Our 5-year mission to wipe out as many Jedi as possible. We're just cruising around while they're talking, just in case anybody caught on to that. We should get out of here. Meerkat thinks we're fucked up. I think we're having fun.
That'd be like doing like a Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh, and you never want to see something like that. That would be horrible. And if you don't get that joke, you're not old enough. Or traumatized enough. Is that on YouTube? I bet it is.
For sure it is.
It shouldn't be, but I bet it is.
Yeah, it's not hard to find.
Okay, so where do you got all these asteroids that we wanted that stuff from?
Yeah, I think I found most of the asteroids here. Maybe one or two, but I think I got most of them.
No, I think you got
We
all of
haven't
them.
gone to the moon, but I doubt there's anything interesting at the moon.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, this solar system. So the only place we haven't been is Rhea out here. So let's see what that horrible place is going to be like.
I'm sure there's lots of fun over there.
I'm sure. There's always fun somewhere on the edges of our solar system. Which is worse, Life Day or midichlorians? Yes. Jumping. You don't know Life Day, Bata? You are a lucky person. Getting fuzzy noise. I'm hearing laser or something going off. Is that you?
That's what I mean. There's a ship close to you. It looks like a cutter. 1.4 kilometers away. Looks like a cutter. You're firing at it now, 1 kilometer away. It's a Corvette. So you should be able to handle a Corvette.
Trying to turn around now.
1.3 kilometers. It's to your right.
Yep. Dead already? No, he's out of range.
He was out of range. Doesn't appear to be hurting the ship.
No, it's not. Yeah, he's not really hurting us. Yeah, that might be a mistake coming this close.
It's still shooting at us. Like something.
Much for those homing missiles. How is he not dead yet?
Small drone. Drone is dead.
He's dead. So, that noise I'm hearing, where the hell is that coming from?
I don't know. That would be Rocket.
No, that's not Rocket. He's not doing anything wrong.
And you're right beside the rings for the planet as well, so that might be doing part of the stuff.
Oh, maybe that's what.
That's what you were hitting like at the start there.
Yeah, I saw that at first and was maneuvering around it. But when
You
I,
got something coming that's about 2 kilometers out. Not sure what it is.
2 kilometers. Now looks like
Probably a drone, but 1 kilometer out. It's probably a drone. 1.3 space drone.
oh, space drone plasma. We have a couple more drones coming in too. It looks like. So
I'll check it.
So this thing, Corvette, did you survive with anything respectable? I don't think so. So yeah,
Hello, Gimpy.
he wasn't doing
It's time
anything
to take a
us.
break. Go check on the dogs.
Wasn't getting through the shield.
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support, or you can watch the ads during the break, or you can type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Stuff. Promethium and Sathium in the system. Asteroid-wise.
Oh, okay.
Just finally got a chance to look at that.
Ship-wise, doesn't look like there's much really on it. Oh, the ship's actually still moving, I think.
Is it moving? I thought it was.
I think its cockpit is completely gone.
No crew survived?
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's on this end.